90.1 WECS. Welcome back. That was Humming House with a version of an old Patsy Cline song, which was really written by Willie Nelson, covered by, I'd say, hundreds of people, at least hundreds of people, because it's such an awesome song. All right, so here we are in the studio. Week 3 of promoting the Swan Day Festival, in case you didn't know. Swan Day is a international event, and here in Connecticut we have our own version, led by Mother Swan Jennifer Hill of Jennifer Hill and Company. And it's a time to celebrate women artists now. Swan. Celebrate women artists now. Now, Carrie Johnson is a singer and songwriter whose own music crosses several genres, pop, rock, and country, but always with her own signature style. Strong vocals, memorable melodies, storytelling, lyrics, and dynamic rhythm guitar playing. There is a lifetime to draw upon. After attending Boston's Berklee College of Music, Carrie headed to New York, where she became a professional background and jingle singer, honing her craft as a songwriter alongside her sister Libby. They formed the critically acclaimed band 22 Brides and released 5 albums on the 0 Hour Universal record label. And lucky for you, boy, are you lucky. We have for you in the studio, right here, right now, Libby Johnson.
Carrie Johnson.
Carrie Johnson. That was the last name I saw in the script there. Carrie Johnson from the Carrie Johnson Band.
That's right.
That's right. Who lives in Connecticut now and performs locally with the Carrie Johnson Band. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on.
My goodness. I'm still waiting for the microphone to turn on.
How about that? Testing.
All right.
Testing.
All right. That works okay.
Good? Got that?
Yep.
Good.
How you doing, Carrie?
I'm good, Mark.
Oh,
I'm glad to be back.
it's good to have you here.
I was here September last year.
Yes, you were.
And
And we had a great time.
we did.
20 years, well, a few years after our original.
Just a few years after we...
We won't go
knew each
into
other
that.
For just only 5 years, but yeah.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah. So, how's everything been going?
Everything's good. We had a good holiday. There's been a few family issues. As my nephew, my sister Libby, who you just mentioned, her son Mason, who's 15, has leukemia. So we've been dealing with that as a family. And, of course, you know how I dealt with that.
Yep.
To write a new song about it. And other than that, his prognosis is good, and he's going through it. He's going through treatment, and everyone's banding together and holding him up in prayers and love and
Good.
support.
So Libby's got a good resource now.
She does. She has a great resource.
I'm sure
They
you're
live in
passing
New
a
York
lot
City.
of information, a lot of tips.
Yep.
That's good.
You can visit at caringbridge.com if you want to see Mason Wise and say hello to him. And
Caringbridge.com?
Caringbridge.com.
Caringbridge.com.
So that's been going on. And what else? Just been working with my new artists, Riley Lynch, 17 years old, Ali Martocci.
We played Riley on this show.
I think you did play Riley.
I think I did.
I've got to get you Julia Russo. She's 17. I'm working on her CD. And Ali Martocci, we're going into the studio in about a couple of weeks. So I'm excited. I've been co-writing with all these artists.
Wow.
So I've kind of moved into artist development as well as doing my own songs and playing with the band and teaching vocal and prepping people for The Voice, another big competition vocal.
You are so
shows.
diversified.
Well, I've got my fingers in a lot of music pie.
That's cool. Who did I have down here?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I had a couple.
Do they know me?
One I know does. Ray-Bans. Sarah Barrios.
Oh, Sarah Barrios.
Yes.
She and Riley are very good friends, and
Oh, cool.
We work together a lot. In fact, I'll be backing up Riley on guitar in Hamden, Connecticut at the Space on
The Space. That's a good place.
Saturday, April 11th.
Ooh.
And you can see Sarah Barrios and Riley Lynch and Jenna Rose and Ali Martocci and Carly Underwood. And there's another act, and I'm sorry that it slipped my mind. Trish Barrios would know.
Yeah.
But at any rate, it's going to be a good night. It's an all-ages show, and should be a fun concert. So maybe some kids would want to travel on down.
And recently, we had another young lady from who's going to be performing at Swan Day this year. And I'm looking it up, and I can't. Julia Autumn Ford.
Oh, right. Okay.
Are you familiar with her?
I am familiar with her.
Yep, she came down here and was helping to promote Swan as well.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm really happy that you had me on, and I think there were some swans that got lost in the rain because I don't see them. And
she'll be here.
But that's okay.
We have one more swan coming down.
I'm honored to be a part of it, and it was because of you that I am, because you're the one. Back in September, you said, "Hey, Carrie."
I said, "Carrie, you are perfect, perfect for the Swan Day celebration."
And I had not heard of Swan Day until you told me about it. So I
Wow.
contacted Jennifer Hill, and she and I corresponded, and I was one of the honored women to be a part of it this year. So
That is awesome.
my
My first question was going to be, how does it feel to be a swan?
I feels great to be. I've got wings. I'm going to
That is
flap
cool.
them. No, it feels really great, and I can't wait because it's just it's a celebration of women and art, and not just music, art and
Yeah.
and
Visual
painting
art
and visual
and- yep.
art, and apparently a burlesque show too.
Yeah,
so
that's always
that
fun.
should be interesting.
That is
I'm
interesting.
Gonna stick around for that.
That's later on in the evening.
Yeah, that you have to be 18 or older to get in after I think it's 10 p.m.
Yep.
So
You want to start off with a song?
sure. I'll sing you a new song. So when we found out that Mason had cancer, now that's the second child in our family. My daughter Julia, who's now 17, is a cancer survivor, and it was just profoundly shocking and sad. But as usual, the way I deal with things in life is to write a song. So this song is called "Brave and Beautiful."
Brave and Beautiful.
Every now and then, the city lights dim, and life's like a bomb. Light the fuse from within. The rain will come, so will the sun, and I know that you got some battles to be won. White walls and tile floors, they ask you how you're feeling. It's a pretty good day to be wired up for healing. You're brave, so brave. You're brave and beautiful. I took a walk 63rd and Park. I thought about that army of love to keep you out of the dark. So I went up to see you with my smile right in place. You beat me to the punch with yours plastered on your face. You take it all in stride, never a complaint. My worries fade into the bright colors you paint, 'cause you're brave, so brave. You're brave and beautiful. Step by step, moving closer to the cure. If I have doubts or fears, you're gonna be the one to say I'm fine. And this I know for sure. These days will pass, shatter like glass. 'Cause you're brave, so brave. You're brave and beautiful. Yeah, you're brave, Thank you.
Awesome. Brave and beautiful.
He is. So are all the
Mason.
kids and people who have
Mason.
cancer.
Wish the best for Mason in his struggle here.
Thank you.
Okay. So last time we were talking, you said you were going to bring someone down the next time and bring a cajon.
Well, I was, but I thought this was just for Swan Day, so...
That's okay.
Sorry, Dee.
Next time.
That would be Dennis Cotton, my drummer.
Dennis, you got to bring your cajon next time.
Next time, absolutely. I'll bring my guys in here. We'll have fun.
Bring everybody in. Yeah, we'll do it. We got plenty of room to fit in here.
We will do it.
We got 4 microphones. I can always hook up a couple more.
I'll shamelessly plug. Next weekend, I'm doing a fundraiser, which actually my sister Libby is coming to do at the Congregational Church in Bristol. That's for the Philippines Mission Fund, and that's a Writers in the Round featuring me and Libby Johnson and Tracy Walton. Who is Tracy from Torrington, Connecticut.
Yes.
He's great, and so it's going to be the 3 of us doing a show next Saturday night. Then we've got Swan Day on March 28th. Then Old Well Tavern in Simsbury, Connecticut on April 24th, and that will be with my band. And then Crown and Hammer in Collinsville on May 9th. So
awesome.
I've got some stuff coming up, along with all the other shows that I'm playing with the artists that I mentioned before.
Yep.
Allie and Julia and Riley. So.
Oh my goodness.
I'm busy.
You are busy.
I'm busy.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm having fun.
That's good. That's what matters.
I know.
Have fun.
Gotta have fun.
Oh man. We also talked last time about Daryl Hall.
Oh, right.
We both like watching Daryl Hall's show on the internet called From Daryl's House, Live from Daryl's House.
I want to go on that show.
That's what I wanted to check to see if you had gone on yet.
No, I haven't.
No,
I haven't been invited.
still trying.
But maybe I just need to go and burst in.
I think you should.
Well,
the thing is, it's no longer from his house. It's from his restaurant.
Oh, really?
So just like walk into the restaurant and start singing, and maybe.
All right, now I need to know where the restaurant is. So if any of your listeners, just
I think in Pennsylvania somewhere, maybe.
Okay, I'll find out.
It's not too far away. It's a drive away.
Yes, I would love to be. Oh my gosh, that would be an experience I would not forget. I've had a lot of great experiences as a musician.
Yep.
So I keep racking them up, and they keep getting better.
So share one of those great experiences with us.
Okay, let's see. Singing the national anthem with my sister for the Houston Rockets.
Ooh.
At the stadium, and I think there were about 40,000 people there. And
wow.
I had the lyrics written on, don't tell, but I had the lyrics written on my hand because I was thinking, do not, under any circumstances, mess up the national anthem.
No.
And I was nervous, and we tried it out at truck stops all along the way down the I-95 corridor until we got into Houston. And I don't know what they thought of us. Libby and I would approach tables and ask the truck drivers to just sit and listen for a minute so we could practice our harmonies. And it was great. It was really fun. That was a great experience.
That
Being
is
on the
cool.
road with my sister was fun. But, currently, just being in the studio and co-writing with so many artists right now is thrilling. And, it's funny because for the longest time I would write songs alone. I wasn't much of a co-writer. And now, actually, I'm co-writing more than I am writing by myself. And it's such a different way to write for me. Because it's not my own thoughts. It's not my... it's sharing the experience with somebody else that makes it so interesting and exciting. So.
Is it more you're sharing your ideas or kind of coaching them along to bring it out of them? A little bit of both. Initially, if a young writer, for instance, let's take Riley Lynch, for instance.
Initially, it was me coaching, and he was contributing to the lyrics, and I was mainly doing the music. But now, he has been writing on his own and really great songs, so I'm very proud of him. So I think being a mentor in a way as a songwriter, to show those who have poetry or journal writing or just streamline writing, how to take some of those thoughts, collect them, and turn them into a song that makes sense. So oftentimes I won't write the song. I will ask my co-writers, you need to provide me with lyrics or music or something that we can build on together. Because I don't want it to be just me sitting there writing a song for you.
Yep.
So it's a shared experience. And it can be either music or lyrics. So
that's cool.
It's very cool.
Man. So you're working with a lot of youth.
Yes.
And I was just thinking of, there's an organization that I hang out at once in a while called Young at Art, CT. It's in Manchester.
Okay.
They have a showcase once a month for Poetry Slam. And they also have open mic night once a month. It's kind of a nonprofit. They're just starting out. It's a place, basically a place for young teenagers to come together and just kind of get together and do their art, whether it's visual art, like Swan. It could be visual art, it could be music, or it could be poetry or whatever. Working on some pottery, some jewelry, making some jewelry, crafts, whatever. So it's a cool place. And this Wednesday, which will probably be the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of March in Manchester on Purnell Street in Manchester, there's it's the Poetry Slam.
Every time I come here, you always give me new ideas of what to do. Okay, so that I'll be reaching out to them.
You should be checking that out.
I will.
It's always cool.
It's I usually hitting the club circuit with the artists I'm working with right now. So Long Island, Connecticut, Boston, but I think that if there's a coalition like that, then teenagers need to band together because that's where the action is right now.
It's cool about this organization because it started off just in Manchester, and Manchester High, Manchester Middle School students would show up. But lately, other schools from other towns have been coming in as too, and they're packing the place.
That's awesome.
So sometimes it's like 20, 25 kids, sometimes it's 50, and it's really cool to just see everybody get together and they're all expressing themselves. That's the cool thing, for me at least, is to see them expressing themselves and what they truly believe, and they feel open to do that. It's an environment where everybody's accepting and, just say what you want to say.
I think that's really great. When I was a teenager, which wasn't that long ago.
That's right.
But when I was a teenager, we didn't have that. We just would take our guitars out into the woods and play songs and hang around. So I wish that we had something like that. I mean, it would have been great. So I'm glad to hear that those kinds of opportunities are coming up for kids.
Yep.
Because there aren't enough of them.
They need more. So let's do another song.
All right.
I'm sure you have plenty of songs you could do.
Now, this is not one that I'm going to be doing with my band. And this is not one that I've ever done on...
Exclusive on WCS. 90.1 WECS Willimantic. Exclusive, Carrie Johnson.
Sometimes, a while back, I used to go to Danbury and play at the correctional center there. And then Orange is the New Black came out. Do you know that show?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And I started thinking about my own life and how the women that I encountered, most of them, I would say, were imprisoned because of drug issues, drug-related. And then I started recollecting about my own life and alcohol and just thinking how I could have been one of those women. And I wrote this song, which I hardly ever play this, so I hope I don't mess it up.
Oh, you won't.
It's called Stop the Rain. Came to me, I was my own worst enemy. From the day that you were born, I tried to right the wrong. I was a disappearing act. You could always count on that. So decisions were made, they took you out of my hands. They gave me 24 25 years in this concrete wasteland. If I could only turn back time, I'd be walking by your side, and you tell me how it feels to be a teen. And then I pray my memory fades, so I can stop seeing your sweet face, 'cause regret is all that's flowing through my veins. And it's a little too late to stop the rain. Hear the dull routine, it's how we all survive. Live for visitations or a letter that arrives, but I never hear from you. That's okay, I understand. I took your precious heart, I left it in the dark, and all the laughter and secrets, friendships and school, the very privilege of sharing life, I get that too. If I could only turn back time, I'd be walking by your side, and you tell me all your hopes and dreams and fears. And then I pray my memory fades, so I can stop seeing your sweet face, 'cause regret is all that's flowing through my veins. And it's a little too late to stop the rain. I'll be turning gray when they let me out of here. I pray forgiveness takes the place of all the anger and tears. Oh, if I could only turn back time, our home is safe and clean and bright. You'd say I'm the greatest mother in the world. I rock your babies fast asleep. I'm always there when you need me, and you know how much I love you, 'cause I'll tell you again and again. But it's a little too late, I made a tragic mistake. Yeah, it's a little too late to stop the rain. Oh, it's a little too late to stop the rain. It's a little too late to stop. It's a little too late to stop. It's a little too late to stop.
Yay! I need some canned applause. That was definitely deserving. Oh my goodness. Stop
Thank you.
the Rain. Stop the Rain by Carrie Johnson.
That's on my website. Can I plug that too?
Absolutely.
www.carriejohnsonmusic.com.
Well, that's easy. CarrieJohnsonMusic.com. I love it.
I did end up recording that one. I actually did that down in Nashville.
You spent some time down there, didn't you?
I did, but I haven't spent time down there recently.
I hear it's a cool place to hang out.
It's a great place to hang out, and I have a lot of friends there. There's been so much going on up here that I haven't had a chance to get back down there. Gosh, it's been about 4 years now, so I would like to, but I have my daughter who we're in the middle of the college thing, looking at colleges, and maybe I should bring her here to look at this.
This is a good school.
Campus.
This is definitely a good school, especially they're building I don't know if you saw this when you came in. There's a whole new building. They're just putting together the final touches now.
And what is that building?
It's the School of Arts.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to be catering to a lot of young students who are focused on the arts coming in to the Eastern Connecticut State University.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we were definitely considering it too. I got to say, I hope President Nunez is not listening, but our son is decided to go to the Southern.
Uh-oh. Oh, I can't believe you just said that on the air.
That's okay. It's all within the family.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're all good schools. He just didn't want to be close to home. That's what it was.
I don't think my daughter wants to be close to home either. In fact, I think she wants to leave Connecticut and go farther away, which makes me a little bit sad. But so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to get back down to Nashville. There's a lot going on, especially with the artists that I'm managing and doing artist development with, and with my own band and my teaching. I'm a vocal coach. I don't know if you know that. I do that too. And guitar as well. So that takes up a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
That, and my husband is a pastor, and so that takes up a lot of my time.
At a Methodist
right from here,
church.
I'm leaving to go to a fundraiser. I don't want to get the fundraiser wrong. I think it's called
Raising money for some philanthropic
Yes.
endeavor.
Exactly. At the Congregational Church in Granby, Connecticut tonight. So I'll be singing there as well tonight.
I hear Granby's a real cool place. I've only passed through a couple times, but it seems like a nice little quaint
Granby's
town.
a great town. Oh my gosh, we went, when we had those big whopper snowstorms
Yes.
several weeks ago.
Yep.
We went snowshoeing. There's great
I'll
parks
get
up
out.
there. And I could sit and hate the winter, or I can get out in it and try and enjoy
Yep.
it. So thankfully my husband loves the winter, and he forces me to go outside, and then I'm always grateful when I get outside and
Good.
think, oh, this is so beautiful. And
Then do you come in and sit in front of the fireplace?
come in and sit in front of the fire, and I'm happy
some
that I
hot
got
cocoa.
the outdoor experience and
Yep.
connected with Mother Nature a little bit. Don't usually write too many songs about that, but I don't know. I don't think I have a snowshoeing song. No. Maybe that'll be
We
next.
need more snowshoeing
I
songs.
need to write a snowshoeing song. No, I'm actually happy that it's raining and I'm watching the snow melt before my very eyes.
Yay!
I'm very happy. I want some flowers now.
Yes, we're due for some flowers and some
are.
greenage. All right, so you got 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away till Swan Day.
Yay!
Swan Day in Wolcott, Connecticut at Illusions nightclub.
Yep.
And my band goes on, I believe, at 7:30.
Oh, you got the schedule.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's a secret. Only a Swan.
Be
does
there
the
early if you want to
club.
see Carrie
I
Johnson,
think
basically.
the whole point is that you don't want to miss any of it. So the doors open at 6 p.m. And so if I were you, I would get there at 6.
I am
stay
going
for
to
the
close
whole
up
night
shop a little bit early.
It's going to be a great night. I plan on being
Yeah.
there for the entire event. And,
Yep.
But yeah, I think my band is on somewhere in the 7 o'clock area.
Awesome. So I'll get there in time.
I'm excited.
I'll get there a little after 6
It's
if I
gonna
leave
be
here
really
at 5.
fun.
Yeah.
I have to find an outfit appropriate for Swan Day. Not quite sure what that's going to be yet. Jennifer Hill has purple hair, so I was thinking perhaps I'll do something crazy with my hair. I've been every color. I haven't been purple yet.
You know what we're going to be doing is, I think, I haven't finalized this with Jen, but we were talking back and forth about doing a photo booth.
Oh, that would
You know,
be
you can do
fun.
all these props and take silly photos and all that. I have a friend who's coming down, and
that's
a
gonna be
photographer.
great.
He's going to take care of
Oh,
that.
good. I need
Yeah.
some new headshots.
With silly
With
costume
silly backgrounds,
paraphernalia.
Yes,
and-
exactly.
yeah.
That would look great.
So it's definitely going to be a fun. I mean, every year it seems to get greater and greater, and I love the venue that it's going to be at, the Illusions nightclub. We were there last year, so this is like the first time I think they repeated the venue, and so it must be a good match. And you got the main stage, and then you got like a little side stage, and where you can see other artists, and it's not fully soundproof, but it's mostly soundproof. It's soundproof until somebody opens up the door.
And then, boom,
Yeah.
a wall of music comes
Exactly. I'm like, close the door. But yeah, it's really cool because you can watch multiple artists. If you've got one type of music going on in the main stage and that's not your mix, you go over to the side stage and listen to something else.
Well, I'm going to be on the main stage, so hopefully people will stay in
Ooh,
front of that stage
awesome.
for the time that I'm on. That would be good.
Excellent. And then you've got a ring around the entire place of artists doing visual art,
It's going to
and
be so great.
that's where I met Tracy last year.
Tracy Walton?
Tracy Walton,
Oh,
and
great.
Julia Autumn Ford is one of
Yep.
his students, and it's great. I only got to talk to him for a couple of minutes, but I can tell that he's really good at what he does.
He is, and he's really funny too, which is why I asked him. I was trying to find songwriters for this writers round that we're doing next weekend, and I thought, Tracy. So he's in, and Libby
So you
and I-
collaborate regularly?
No, we have not collaborated.
No?
We just have we've done a couple of performances together.
Yep.
So this will be a songwriter round next weekend. That's in Bristol, and where each writer takes turn kind of telling their stories and singing their songs.
Ooh.
So I have a lot of songs to choose from. So
And a lot of stories.
I do have a lot of stories.
And I love hearing your stories.
Appropriate they are for radio, but
All right, so you want one more song before the top of the hour?
absolutely.
Alrighty.
Well, okay, so speaking of Nashville, let's see. So I've written a bunch of country-esque type of songs. I was trying to write a love song without using the word love.
Ah.
It's not an original thing.
It's a
a lot of
challenge.
people have done that. But so this one, I haven't released this one yet, but it's a love song, and it would be more in that country vibe kind of a thing. So you'd have to imagine it with the banjo and
Yeehaw.
all of that. So it's called Favorite Thing to Do. Well, my first cup of coffee, a fire on a winter day. You're the song stuck in my head, a prayer answered right away. You always smile whenever I walk in the room. A permanent vacation, a silver day of summer bloom. Yeah, you're my kind of wonderful. If you wanna know the truth, nothing else is better than you and me together. Baby, you're my favorite thing to do. It's true. You're the money in my pocket, enough to pay the rent on time. Yes, you are. You're a quiet meditation. Come on in, the water's fine. And you are a kiss with me, the only one. Oh, 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 give me more. A cool flowing river, arms that keep me safe and warm. Yeah, you're my kind of wonderful. If you wanna know the truth, nothing else is better than you and me together. Baby, you're my favorite thing to do. It's true, it's true. You're the light that's always shining in the dark, and you keep it unlocked all the happiness in my heart. Oh, yeah, yeah. You had a million stars, I wished on for a dream come true. Piece in the puzzle that was missing until I found you. Yeah, you're my kind of wonderful. If you wanna know the truth, nothing else is better than you and me together. A moment of forever, nothing else is better. Baby, you're my favorite thing in this whole wide world. You're my favorite thing to do. It's true, it's true. You're my favorite thing to do. It's true, oh yeah, yeah.
Yay!
Thanks, Mark.
Oh my goodness, Carrie, it's always wonderful to have you down here at the studio.
It's always great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, it's cool that you're in the state.
I know. I'm happy to be here.
You're always
13 years
a phone
now.
call away, right?
I'm a phone call away.
10
and I'm
10
it's
years
only
of-
45 minutes away.
Yeah, yeah.
So, anytime you want someone to come down and just play some songs, I'll be happy to come on down.
Absolutely.
And I'll bring, what I should do is bring the young artists that I've been talking about.
You should.
And
Yes.
I think your college students would really enjoy that. So
Yeah.
we
We
set
have
up
a
time.
couple like kind of concerts per year here on the campus, and we'll see if we can hook up. I know every year, well, past 2 years we had an annual Willie Stock.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully they'll be doing the third. I haven't heard yet if they're planning it, but
You
hopefully
let me
there's a Willie Stock coming up.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Carrie Johnson, who's going to be performing at the Swan Day CT 2015 Festival in Wolcott, Connecticut next Saturday.
Nope, Saturday the 28th.
28th. Oh, that's right. I have another event next Saturday. So 2 weeks away. You still have 2 weeks to prepare yourselves. Make sure you clear your calendar and go down 6 p.m. at the Wolcott Illusions Nightclub and Swan Day. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely cool. I love it. I wonder if there's going to be a fire dancer this year.
Oh my gosh. Well, I wasn't there last year, so I would only hope so.
They had a fire dancer last
Really?
year. It was interesting.
I know
It was very
there's
cold.
Live visual art and
Yes.
music and burlesque, which is going to be fun.
Yep.
And fire eating would be great, or fire dancing.
Fire dancing was
Okay.
really cool. The only thing was she had to be outside because of some fire codes. It's fire code. Come on. And it was like 2 degrees outside. So
Oh my
the fire kept like
gosh.
extinguishing, and
Oh.
but she had some great moves, and I'm sure it would have been nice in the summer or something.
Yeah. Well,
But-
it's going to be really fun. I'm honored to be part of Swan Day, Connecticut this year. And along with all the other amazing women and men, there's going to be men there too.
A couple of us, yeah.
Yeah, there'll be some guys. The guys in my band will be there, so
Yep.
I think they'll be happy that they are there, backing me up and seeing the other swans.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a fun event, and I encourage everyone to put it on their calendar. 2 weeks from now, March 28th, 6 p.m., Wolcott, Connecticut, Illusions Nightclub, Swan Day CT, and featuring Carrie Johnson.
Woo! Thanks for having me on again, Mark.
Thanks, Carrie.
And I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Absolutely, you will. Absolutely, I love it. Swan Day CT celebration. It's cool that I could just pick up a phone call and say, Jen, you got to have Carrie Johnson on.
Thank you.
No, Carrie Johnson called up Jen and said, I don't know who this guy Mark is, but he said I should give you a call. All right, 90.1 WECS. You're listening to WECS Willimantic, a community service of Eastern Connecticut State University. We never did the official weather report, so stay tuned. It's about 46 degrees right now. It could be colder, it could be snow, but it's not. It's fairly reasonable outside. It's a light drizzle. It hasn't been any downpouring, so we're not getting flooded. It's nice and perfect. So be thankful. Look on the bright side of life. Basically, chance of rain. That's what it's saying. Yeah, there's a chance of rain today, by the way. P.S. Tomorrow, though, it will drop down a little bit. There's a chance of showers, of snow showers, that is. But, be positive. It could stay rain. I'm thinking it's going to just be rain the whole weekend long. But be prepared. Be prepared. It could be snow tomorrow. High 44, low 23. And on Monday, yay, we're going to hit the big 50 degrees, mostly sunny. Those pessimists say partly cloudy, but I say mostly sunny. Low of 35. Okay, that's the weather forecast in case you are not near a window. Although Carrie and I are currently near a window because we're in this new studio. I love it. Let's go on with some other music, and we'll come back, and we might have another artist from Swan Day coming down. If not, I will still play her music. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We have for you in your listening enjoyment. This is an artist I played for the first time last week. Really cool. I loved it. Husband with Invitation. Stay tuned.